Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and today we are going to be playing Bitburner, which is a free programming game on Steam. Apparently, Atruer says I know this game. Yeah, I've never played this. As is the Unplayed series is me going through my Steam library that I haven't played. It apparently uses JavaScript, which I have never used. I have a little bit of programming experience. I've done a little bit of more Python than anything. Also a little bit of C. In what and what and what? Oh, in what programming languages? Python hype, yeah. I've done a little bit of Python. I've also done some stuff in GameMaker Pro, which is kind of C based. And oh, thank you. But I would not say that I'm I'm not like a total beginner, like can have no idea what I'm doing, but I've never done JavaScript before. So we'll see if I can figure this out. I decided to put my camera or to leave my camera in the normal spot. It's just a menu over here on the side, but yeah, so that y'all know what is over here. In order from top to bottom, it has hacking, terminal, script editor, active scripts, create program, character, stats, hacknet, world, city, travel, help, milestones, documentation, achievements, and options. You're more interested in what was lunch yesterday, but after hearing coding, you're interested in that. Yeah, so I eat the same thing for lunch every day. I have a salad with a hard-boiled egg, and that is my lunch. I'll often usually have a peanut butter sandwich like an hour or two after that too. So it's almost like I have two lunches, but one of them I guess is technically a snack. Yeah. I love hard-boiled eggs. They're so good. Welcome to Bitburner, cyberpunk-themed incremental RPG. The game takes place in a dark dystopian future, and the year is 2077. Superbase says this already looks like a game. This tutorial will show the basics of the game. You may skip the tutorial anytime. No, I do not want to do that. You can also collapse this panel to temporarily hide the tutorial. Okay, I don't want to do that. So, alright, so I clicked on the arrow. Let's start by heading to the stats page. Click stats on the main navigation menu, left-hand side of the screen. Okay. Stats shows a lot of important information about your progress, such as your skills, money, and bonuses. So general, current city, money, servers owned, hacknet nodes owned, augmentations installed. Ooh. I've got crime success chance and everything too. Reputation gain. So a lot of oh, and we can scroll too. Yeah. Time played since last augmentation installation. 9 minutes and 55 seconds, which I guess is yeah, this is when I see we're auto-saving every little bit. True says I played this one before. On the scale of good, it's on the lower end. It's no uplink. Well, this is free, so I specifically in my Unplayed series, the free games have not done very well, and so I have I'm prepared for Slay the Spire afterwards. I changed my extension and everything. Not that I'm saying this is definitely gonna fail, but I'm just I'm prepared. Downfall has a new character. I did see that announcement. I have not played it yet. Blade Spire will be approaching really quickly. Oh no, sure. This is not actually good. Let's head to your computer's terminal by clicking Terminal on the main navigation menu, okay? Terminal is used to interface with your home computer as well as all the other machines around the world. Cool. Let's try it out. Start by entering Home Help. Don't forget to press Enter after typing the command. Okay. Home tilde slash oops. Help. Okay, how about just help? All right. I didn't. I thought that it was going to be because there's no tilde here. There's no tilde. It doesn't match exactly. Good is subjective. You ever play those idle games, cookie clicker styles? This game is like that. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm already on home. Let's try another command. Enter. I think that's a 1S. Nope. How about LS? Yes. Please follow the tutorial. I'm trying! It's a basic command that shows files on the computer. Right now it shows that you have a program called nuke.exe on your computer. We'll get to what that does later. This is why I predict Slade Spire won't be too long. Using your home computer's terminal, you can connect to other machines throughout the world. Let's do that now by first entering scan. Okay. Scan, Noodles, Food and Stuff, Sigma Cosmetics, Joe's Guns, Hongfang Tea, Harakiri Sushi, and Iron Gym. Shows all available network connections. In other words, it displays a list of all servers that can be connected to your current machine. A server is identified by its host name. That's great and all, but there's so many servers. Which one should you go to? Do scan analyze. Alright. There's more detailed information about each server that you can connect to. Servers that are a distance of 1 node away. It's also possible to run scan analyze with a higher depth. Let's try a depth of 2 with the following command. Hold on. Let me read first. Oh, hey, hacking skill. What am I shutting down other people's servers? That sounds mean. I don't know if I want to do that. Scan, analyze, 2. Because I would think that nuke means, like, kill them. It's okay, they aren't real people. That's true. That's true. Now you can see information about all servers that are up to 2 nodes away, as well as figure out how to navigate to those servers through the network. You can only connect to a server that is 1 node away. To connect to a machine, use connect host name. From the results of scan analyze 2, we can see that the Noodle server is only 1 node away. Let's connect to it now using connect noodles. Okay. Some of these have higher hacking skills. Okay. So we're going to do connect noodles. Now connected to another machine. What can you do now? You can hack it. In the year 2077, currency has become digital and decentralized. People and corporations store their money on servers and computers. Using your hacking abilities, you can hack servers to steal money and gain experience. Before you try to hack a server, you should run diagnostics using Noodles Analyze. Sorry, it's making me upset that this doesn't have a tilde like this does, and so it does not match. I don't like that. Favorite kind of noodles? Letters yeah, I say lasagna. I eat whole grain noodles. A whole grain thin spaghetti is what we have most often in our household. Finishes running. It will show useful information about hacking server. For this server, the required hacking skill is only 1, which means you can hack it right now. However, in order to hack a server, you must first gain root access. The nuke.exe program that we saw earlier on your home computer is a virus, figured, that will grant you root access to a machine if there are enough open ports. Shows there do not need to be any open ports on this machine for the nuke virus to work, so go ahead and run the virus using... Okay. Oops. Assuming we're case sensitive. Now have root access, you can hack the server using hack. That's hilarious. Letter's actually a moderately experienced programmer slash nerd, a little bit. She'll be hacking the CIA mainframes within 5 minutes, start the clock. Yeah, when I was doing my master's degree, that was when I was first introduced to a little bit of programming stuff. And, they got us started with, like, just HTML, and then, like, there was a day when we covered, like, a real programming language. I don't even remember which one anymore, because I didn't, like, super understand it at the time, but I was like, this seems cool. I think I could do this. Now, attempting hack server, performing a hack takes time and only has a certain percentage chance of success. Time of success is determined by a variety of factors, including your hacking skill and server security level. If your attempt to hack the server is successful, you will steal a certain percentage of the server's total money. This percentage is affected by your hacking skill and server security level. The amount of money on a server is not limitless, so if you constantly hack a server and deplete its money, you will encounter diminishing returns in your hacking. You will need to use Grow, which tricks the company into adding money to their server, and which increases the speed... Weaken, which increases the speed of hack and grow. From any server, you can get back home using home. Let's head home before creating our first script. Okay? Home. Hacking is the core mechanic of the game and is necessary for progressing. However, you don't want to be hacking manually the entire time. You can automate your hacking by writing scripts, create a new script, or edit an existing one. You can use Nano. Scripts must end with the .js extension. Let's make a script now by entering nano noodles.js. Flips automatically to the script editor. You can use it to program your scripts. Click this text to copy and paste it into the text editor. For anyone with basic programming experience, this code should be straightforward. The script will continuously hack the Noodles server. To save and close the script editor, press the button at the bottom. I'm sorry, it's just a very funny little snippet of code. So we will... To save and close, press the button at the bottom. Press the button at the bottom. Save. Now we'll run the script. Scripts require a certain amount of RAM to run and can be run on any machine which you have root access to. Oh, so I can take over other people's computers and have them hack stuff for me. Okay. Scripts require a certain amount of RAM to run. You can run any machine you have root access to. Different servers have different amounts of RAM. You can also purchase more RAM for your home server. To check how much RAM is available on this machine, enter free. Like Cookie Clicker. We have 8 gigabytes of free RAM on this machine, which is enough to run our script. Let's run our script using run. Alright. Oops. Script is now running. It will continuously run in the background and will automatically stop if the code ever completes. This will never complete because it runs in an infinite loop. While true, infinite loop. These scripts can passively earn your income and hacking experience. Your scripts will also earn money and experience while you are offline, although at a slightly lower rate. Let's check out some statistics for our running scripts by clicking Active Scripts. Okay. This page displays information about all of your scripts that are running across every server. You can use this to gauge how well your scripts are doing. Click on Home to see the scripts running on it, then click on noodles.js to see the scripts information. Huh, cool. All right, then let's go back to terminal. One last thing about scripts. Each active script contains logs that detail what it is doing. We can check these logs using the... Oh! Now it makes sense. So when I launched this on Steam, it said launch normally or kill all scripts when we launch. Now that makes sense because you're setting up stuff that has infinite loops that is continuing to do stuff even while the game is closed. So now it makes sense. Because that's probably the only way to kill scripts. He was money laundering. How will we afford that swimming pool made of gold and a bull shark now? Oh no. One last thing about scripts. Each active script contains logs that detail what it's doing. We can check these logs using the tail command. Do that now for the script we just ran by typing tail. All right. The log for this script won't show much right now, might show nothing at all because it just started running, but check back in a few minutes. That covers the basics of hacking. To learn more about writing scripts, select documentation in the main navigation menu to look at documentation. For now, let's move on to something else. I think if you press the tab key, it has it autocomplete. Might be wrong. Executing on noodles, successfully hacked. Executing, failed to hack, granted experience. Okay. Cool. Now let's move on to something else. Hacking is not the only way to earn money. Ooh, one other way to passively earn money is by purchasing and upgrading HackNet nodes. Let's go to HackNet through the main navigation menu now. Here you can purchase new HackNet nodes and upgrade your existing ones. Let's purchase a new one now. Okay, we just purchased one apparently. The HackNet node will passively earn you money over time, both online and offline. When you get enough money, you can upgrade your newly purchased HackNet below. Now let's go to City. This page lists all the different locations you can currently travel to. Each location is something that you can do. There's a lot of content out in the world. Make sure you explore and discover. Lastly, click on documentation. This page contains a lot of different documentation about the game's content and mechanics. I know it's a lot, but I highly suggest you read or at least skim through this before you start playing. Beginner's Guide contains the guide for new players, navigating you through most of the early game. That's the end of the tutorial. Okay. Well, I guess our script is running, so we can read a little bit. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. Learn to program. Beginner's Guide. Scripts and strategies aren't necessarily optimal. They're meant to introduce you. Player progresses by raising their stats, earning money, and climbing the corporate ladder. Eventually, after reaching certain criteria, the player will begin receiving invitations from factions. Joining these factions and working for them will unlock augmentations. Purchasing and installing augmentations provides persistent upgrades and is necessary for progressing in the game. The game has minimal story quest line that can be followed to reach the end of the game. Since this guide is only about getting started, it will not cover the entire quest line. I'm going to assume that you follow the tutorial. Right now, we'll kill this script. There's two ways to do that. You can go to terminal and do kill. You could go to active scripts, kill script, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Home, noodles. Is this the kill button? It's a trash bin. You know what? I'm just gonna go to the terminal because I understood that. Oops. Okay, and then go back to documentation. Oh wait, I might have had to do a dollar sign. Okay. I apparently did it right the first time. Great. Yeah, definitely did not see a kill script button, but that's alright. Creating our first script. Gonna create a generic hacking script that can be used during the early game. Before we write the script, we want to explain ourselves some stuff. Briefly summarize each security server has a security level, blah, 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 blah. Let's go on to creating the script. Create script called early hack template. All right. Nope, I forgot already. Forgot the syntax already. Save my spot. Okay. Nano. It's nano. Nano, nano, nano. Nano. Early hack template.js. I could probably name it whatever I want, but okay. Oh, great. It has tabs up here that I can navigate between. Use code so you can enter the following code. Going to copy and paste. Copy and paste in the stuff. Nope. Script editor. There we go. Let's read what this is due. So it names the target. This is a different program than Nuke. We have the program, use it to open Nuke. Oh, it doesn't have to be in caps. It's not case sensitive, I guess. Da, 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 da. Nano is basically like Notepad. Okay. Yeah, I am ashamed to admit I don't understand most of this. Obviously, this is an infinite loop. We've got some commenting, but we don't have this program. So this must... It says if the security level is higher than this, we'll weaken it before doing anything else. But then it doesn't necessarily say anything that it weakens. Well, yeah, okay. I'd like to understand what the code actually does, but you know, step by step, but I guess I don't need to do that. I can just copy and paste it and move on. Oh, looks like it's going to explain a little bit. Let's go step by step. First command, find a string. That's a server we're going to hack. Simply set to noodles, because that's the only server with where I'm hacking level 1. You can change this variable to be the host name of another server. Makes sense. Second command defines a numerical value representing the minimum amount of money that must be available on the target server in order for our script to hack it. If the money available on the target server is less than this value, then our script will grow the server rather than hacking it. It is set to the maximum amount of money that can be available on the server. The get server max money function is used to find this value. Okay, so there are functions somewhere that I can't see. They're using like a library or something that I don't have access to, so that's okay. The third command defines a numerical value representing the minimum security level this target server can have. Target server's security level is higher than this value, then our script will weaken the script before doing anything else. This section of code is used to gain access to the target server. And then there's our infinite loop. Main section is driver script. Dictates the script's logic and carries out the hacking operations. Letters slowly dying inside. Not really, it's just a lot. I mean, probably the right way to do this is to not try to understand it, but I don't know, I have difficulty. Yeah, I'm guessing that ns dot is functions. And just like how we don't really know what hack does, We don't really know what grow does, what weaken does. It just does it. It's a black box. Which is fine. It'd probably be getting too much into the weeds otherwise. We have to take time to execute. Unlike others, blah, 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 running our scripts. We want to start. Thanks, Atruer. Well, I don't think it's not that it's unoptimal. It's just that I was expecting it to be a little bit more raw than it is. I'd say that it's actually, they're just not showing us the entire back end, which is totally fine, especially for when this is supposed to be like for beginners and maybe people who haven't even programmed before. Running our scripts. And then to go all these servers. They have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and they don't require any open ports in order to nuke. We can gain root access to all these servers and then run scripts on them. They have hack and use to access the PC. Yeah. All these servers have 16 gigabytes of RAM. We can gain root access to all these servers and then run scripts on them. First, let's determine how many threads of our hacking script we can run. The script we wrote uses 2.6 gigabytes of RAM. You can check this using the following terminal command. Mem. Okay. We go to terminal. Mem. Oops. Early hack. Oops. Template. Yes. What? Maybe if I do it now? Remember to save your work, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Script requires blah, 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 just like they said. Great. Like it if it saved my progress in the documentation, but that's okay. We're here. It means we can run 6 threads on a 16 gigabyte server. Now, to run our scripts on all these servers, we have to do the following. Use a run command to run the C program, gain root access, use a run command and run the script, blah blah. Terminal. Just realized that this just feels a little bit too much like work. It feels a little bit too much like work. My head hurts. It's so much to read. I don't think that this is a bad game. I don't think it's bad. It's just a lot. And I feel like it is probably not super interesting to watch because it's just text. It's a very niche game. Would you say Atruer was right? Yeah, probably. I wanted to give it at least, 20 to 30 minutes, and I have done that. It is 8:30, so I have given it half an hour. Tell us how you feel about visual novels. Okay, but Super Base, visual novels have pictures. That's the visual part of it. So there's at least something else there. Where this, I'm just like staring at green text, and it's just wall to wall. I might actually play this more on my own. But not when I'm also like needing to talk to chat and stuff like that. It's too much brain. It's too much brain. But yeah, I'm gonna run an ad break and then flip over to Slay the Spire. So I will be back in a minute or two. But yeah, I'd say not a bad game, just not a good game for stream.